The Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's The Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All right, folks, we're back with you on The Morning Dish, and I am tickled to death. We have got an actor here that is actually has been in a couple of movies that I think you'll recognize, the Gumball Rally and The Lost World. But one of the things that he's got going on now, which is very interesting, Mystery Pier Books. We have got with us Harvey Jason. Good morning. How are you, sir?
Yeah, well, good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Steve. Thanks for having us.
Oh, we're glad. Your son is with us too, right?
Yes, I am.
What is your name?
Louis.
Louis. Okay, well, good deal. Good deal. This is pretty interesting to be able to talk to y'all about this. The Gumball Rally looked like was a fun movie, and you were actually the guy on the motorcycle, right?
I was Lapchick, the crazy, mad Hungarian. We had a wonderful time making that movie. We started off in New York, and we worked our way across the country. But the company was so great. There were about, 10, 12 of us, I guess, actors, and we all got along very, very well. It was a close-knit company, and we had an awful lot of fun. We had a tremendous amount of fun.
Well, that's back then it was car movies. Seemed like every time you turn around it was car movies, but that was a lot of fun on that movie. But then you worked with Mel Gibson too on that movie with Mel Gibson. I'm a big Mel Gibson fan.
That was a dreadful film.
In America, right?
In America. Yeah. We went to Thailand to do that movie,
right?
And it was cut to shreds. It made no sense. It was an absolute disaster,
right?
And it was probably the main reason that it bankrupted the studio.
Yeah.
It was a terrible film. It was absolutely. It made no sense whatsoever.
Well, are you getting any residual checks from that movie?
Yeah, I mean it plays. Look, there legally. Screen Actors Guild makes it imperative that we receive residuals every time anything is on. So.
Right. Well, then I'd call it a good movie as long as that check comes in on Friday.
That's right. I don't care about the quality of the movie. As long as the check is good.
I'm with you on that. You kind of got a southern accent like I've got.
Yeah, well, I'm from Georgia. See, I'm born and bred in Georgia. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I love it down there. I love the South, everything. I fly my Confederate flag outside my house. 6 of them I got out there flying.
There you go, man. You're with us down south, I'll guarantee you. Well, now you actually, that's a funny thing. You've retired from movies now, and you have got this bookstore that is the Mystery Pier Books, which it's not just an ordinary bookstore. It's just kind of the high-end books.
No, actually, we're really very, very blessed, Steve.
Yeah.
When I was doing... It's always been a pipe dream of mine for many, many years to open a really first-class, strictly first edition collectible bookshop.
Right.
And Louis, my son Louis, was selling books. He was selling books at book fairs. And he was selling first edition books at book fairs and online and so forth. But I was doing a movie. I was doing The Lost World, Jurassic Park.
Right.
And we were on location. It was like 4 months on the movie, and I was sitting in my trailer one day, and I was chatting with the director, which was Steven Spielberg, and I said to Steven, in this movie, when we wrap this movie, I'm in the book business. Yep. And he looked at me like I was crazy. He said, what do you mean? You're one of the stars of this movie. I said, nah, Steven, I've done this all my life, and it's just a dream. He knew Louis.
Right.
I said, Louis is already, in the book business, and I'm gonna do this. So he thought I was crazy. And about a year later, we opened up Mystery Pier Books on the Sunset Strip.
Right.
And I tell you, Steve, in all we really believe it's God's grace. It's really God's grace. It's called one of the 3 most important first edition shops in America. It became famous like almost immediately. It's always in the news.
Right.
We have so many stars that come in. It's exclusively first. Every book in this shop is a true first edition. Prices from $100 to $100,000.
Oh, wow.
It's investment literature. And every day that Louis and I come in here, we look around and we say, my God, I didn't know we had these books. Right, Louis?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is.
I mean, one of the books that comes to mind, actually, and you'll agree to this, is Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have an exquisite copy of Gone with the Wind, inscribed by Margaret Mitchell,
Wow.
along with a card signed in with
By Clark Gable.
Gable and Vivian Leigh.
So now, what is a book like that? What is that book? Is there a price you can actually put a value on that book?
Yeah, it's $12,500.
Wow. So that'd be
But
something.
I mean, we have Machiavelli, the first edition of Machiavelli. We have all the Charles Dickens books. In fact, we have the Dickens in the original monthly parts before the books were even published.
Wow. See, I had no idea there was a market for this kind of stuff. This just blows my mind, especially when you're talking $12,000 for a book, you know?
Oh, listen, you're not alone. I mean, the fact is a lot of people don't realize it, but books, first edition books escalate in value much more rapidly than art and paintings.
Right.
I mean, we were the first people to bring Harry Potter books to America.
Right.
And, we got them for a song at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And now, for example, we have a copy signed by 26 of the actors. We got the whole set. It's $50,000.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a little bit out of my price range. It ain't something you sit down and read.
Out of mine, too.
Whew, Lord. That, but like some of the books, another question, like you was working with Steven Spielberg. I mean, his movies are always just fantastic. Does he come in and buy books?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen Steven now for quite some time. Mm-hmm. But he collects art. He's not really a serious collector.
Right.
But he has a lot of good stuff. But I mean, the people that come in here that are serious collectors.
Well, we've got Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Right.
Johnny Depp is great. Jimmy Page is a wonderful collector. So even musicians and actors are all across the board.
Right. Now, I'm a big Johnny Depp fan. I love Johnny Depp. There ain't no doubt. He's a hoot. He's from Kentucky, see?
Well, Johnny over 20 years has become a good friend. We know Johnny very, very well. Yeah. And he's a lovely, lovely guy, regardless of what you read about in the media. He's a terrific, we know the best part of Johnny.
Well,
he has...
They won't, the media wants publicity on that kind of stuff, and they're talking about the kind of money he's got, and he's wasting his money. It's his money. He can do what he wants to with it, the way I look at it.
That's true.
Absolutely. I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
Now, he's a great guy, and we're very, very friendly with Johnny. And he has, oh my God, he has wonderful libraries.
We built him a wonderful library.
Well, now these books, though, I mean, this is not something you'd want to read. This is something you'd want to put in a safe someplace.
No, you read these books. I mean, look, they've been around for a long time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We have the first separate printings of Shakespeare's plays, 1734, the first time they were published separately after the famous folios.
Wow.
But people read them. Yeah. I mean, they've been around a long time. You can't really hurt them. The great thing about books is that the only care that they need is to keep them out of direct sunlight and out of extreme humidity. Yeah, that's it.
Kind of like cigars.
Exactly. Well, then you have the smoke and all that.
Are you a smoker? I'm a cigar smoker. Are you a cigar smoker?
I love them. Yes, sir. I guarantee it. I've got people dropping by here at the station all the time.
Me too. I'll tell you, a great place to buy Cuban cigars is a place called Puro Express.
Right.
Online, Puro, Puro Express. It's a great place for cigars.
I'll have to try that out.
Cigars.
I've got people that a lot of people from Florida come to this area, for summertime homes and this, that, and other, because it's not as hot in Florida. So I got a lot of people bring me some from Ybor City. Are you familiar with Ybor City?
No.
Yeah, it's a big cigar. They make cigars there, and they're really good. Yep. I'm
just a creature of habit. I just like my Cuban Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, they're good. They ain't no doubt. They're absolutely good. Well, now, do you miss being in the movies at all? I mean, Jurassic Park was I
don't think you do you?
No, I don't miss it at all. I mean, I was so fed up at the end with the egos of the actor just drive you crazy.
Yeah.
You know, the world revolves around these actors. I'm thrilled to be out of it. And in fact, when we have a lot of big stars that come in here,
Right.
and I know a lot of them. Louis knows a lot of them, but I don't envy that life at all.
Right.
Not at all. I'm thrilled to be. This is a quiet, unpretentious life.
Well, that's the way to go. I'll guarantee it. So, yeah. But
There's no. I was going to say use a profanity, but there's no falseness about this life.
yeah. Well, now
It's
you're
an honest life.
right. The profanity you use over in England, that area, I think it's cool over here in America, right? It's like different. Yeah. Lord of mercy. So, but now you're originally from England, right?
From London, yeah.
London.
Yeah. And before the pandemic, Louis and I on
used to
business
travel a lot.
we're in London. Every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. Like right now is when we used to go to Tokyo.
Right. So, tell me this. I mean, you're from. What does the Queen actually do?
Well, the Queen, it's a ceremonial. It's a ceremonial position.
Right.
She meets with the Prime Minister. She's the head of the United Kingdom, put it that way. And once a week she meets with the Prime Minister. She has absolutely nothing to do with the government other than meeting with the Prime Minister once a week in Buckingham Palace. And he comes and he tells her what movements are being proceeded in Parliament, what bills are being put forward. But that's it. It's strictly a ceremonial position.
Well, she makes a lot of.
Head of the
She makes a lot of money doing it. That's the kind of gig I need.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's what we all need.
Yeah,
exactly. But no, there's a lot of money there. There's a lot of money there.
Just to work once a week, I can deal with that. Have tea the next time.
Yeah, exactly. Same here.
And
Yeah.
the fact is that Meghan, whatever her name is, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry now are making more money than they ever had.
Yeah, I know that. And I think, bless his heart, I think he's miserable. He just seems like he is just in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Well, I think
I would agree with that.
The old sophisticated expression is whipped.
Yeah, there you go. You hit the nail on the head on that one. But anyway, so let me ask you a question now. If anybody wants to, I'm sure y'all got a website or something. They can go check this out.
Oh yeah. So we've got the website. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. The website is simply www.mysterypier.books.com.
Right.
We're actually all over social media. You can't really go anywhere without looking at. If you look us up, you'll find stories. We have a YouTube channel as well. So we're all over social media. And one of the joys that Harvey and I both get, actually, is when people come on in, we get to educate them.
Well, now, you've educated me a lot in the last just 15 minutes we've been talking, because I had no idea. We've
had people come on in and go, I've got this book from my great-grandmother, what's it worth? And a lot of time it can be basically worth nothing because of the upkeep, the way they've kept it. But again, if you don't know about books or the way to store books, you won't know.
Right.
A lot of people, will go, we had a client, actually, from the studio, about a week ago, say, I know some spots, but are they mildewed? We won't know. That's just typical age. So sometimes, you can have a book and have some spots in it. That's common.
Right.
With age. But, as long as you don't keep it out of direct sunlight, one thing that people always forget, and I wish they wouldn't, is they tend to throw away the dust cover.
Right.
Massive no-no. Because that is where the value is in the book.
A lot of people don't realize that. The paper dust jacket that covers a book is the most important part of the book in terms of monetary value.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
most people don't.
Yeah, you can have a beat-up copy of the book and have a pristine dust jacket, and it will be worth quite a bit of money.
Wow.
Yeah, the first edition said Gone with the Wind. Without a dust jacket, it cuts about 80% of the value.
Wow. Did not know that.
But it has to say it may.
I don't know. I'm from down south, so about the only thing that my grandparents kept as far as books was a Sears and Roebuck catalog. That's about all we've got left.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's not going to go up in price. That's not going to value.
Well, Harvey, I sure appreciate you talking to us. Give these listeners another shout out on your website where they can find this, because this is very interesting.
Yeah. It's just www.mystery PIER BOOKS.com.
MysteryPierBooks.com.
You can also find us on Instagram, which is just simply Mystery Pier. I think this handles the same thing for Twitter as well.
Right. Okay. And then
All
you got
they need to say is they're friend of George and Steve's.
There
We
you-
give them a great deal.
There you go. That's where you go. We give you a discount. Well, man, I sure appreciate y'all talking to me. I know y'all are busy out there, and it has been a pleasure.
It's a great pleasure. I thank you very much for
thank
both
you
of us
so
for having
much.
us. It's a great pleasure, Stephen. You're a delight. Thank you for having us.
All right. Y'all take care. Thank you for listening. This is Stephen Phillips, host of The Morning Dish. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel because we have a lot more interviews out there to listen to. Plus, you can listen online every morning at WJULradio.com or Lake 97.7 WJUL. And give us a like on our Facebook page, The Morning Dish.